Hey, this is Venus Girls, and you're watching Alex Alicia Media on YouTube.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex Alicia, your host of the new rock show. We're backstage at Download 2025. Joining me right now is the wonderful Hannah and Grace of Venus Girls.
Hello.
Hello. What a pleasure. And then your Download debut. I mean, you've already played, so how did it go?
It was like an absolute whirlwind. It feels like it didn't even happen. You try your best to take these things in.
Yeah.
And inevitably, because you're thinking about like tech side of stuff and whatever else, and like it just passes you by sometimes. But
Yeah.
I did have a few moments looking out, and I was like, whoa.
It just took you by surprise for an odd sec.
This is what I want to do. You know, it's lovely when you get those reminders, and so many people came up and we weren't expecting it.
That's so good for you, though.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. When I saw that you were playing, I was like, finally, because you deserve it. Like, you've been on this amazing trajectory recently, and I think Venus Girls are a band that everybody should know about. But yeah, when you found out you were playing, I know you were super excited. I saw your online social media posts about it, of course. You know, it's Download, like, of course. How did you like react when you first find out? Like,
I was actually meeting up with a school friend, like from high school and primary school.
yeah.
We used to be like road safety officers together when we were like in year 6 and like teaching kids how to cross the road. I probably could barely cross the road at that point. Don't know what I was doing there. Anyway, I was meeting up with her for the first time in about 10 years. And like literally, I was like looking out for her, got the text message to say you're playing Download. I was like,
That's it. That's what you done. I'm off.
and this is a non-musical friend, and I was like, I don't really know how to lead that into conversation, but I'm so buzzing.
Do like an internal celebration.
Yeah,
That's it.
100%. I was like shaking. It was so fun.
Yeah, what about you, Grace?
Yeah, I was super excited because it is just one of those like bucket list moments.
Yeah.
And sort of similar experience to Hannah. Sometimes I find that it only hits me when I'm like actually on stage doing it, or you know, you have one of those moments. I've been talking about Twin Atlantic a lot today.
Oh, yeah.
But Twin Atlantic was a band. Well, one of my first like proper bands where I was like in a mosh pit when I was 13. So like, you know, having like the same sort of dressing area today, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I had a really nice message from someone from primary school as well before we came, and they were just saying like it's really nice because like even in primary school like you showed me music, like introduced me to music.
I get those types of messages.
Yeah,
as
and
well,
I think that was just a bit of like and it was like just nice to sort of have that message from someone like
Yeah.
from primary school.
Yeah, everyone knows it's a fantastic festival and a big deal, and
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're having so much fun.
Oh, I'm so glad that you are. And of course, massive congratulations to you as well. It's your debut at Download.
I
That's
know.
incredible.
First of many.
Yes, first of many, hopefully, you know. And obviously, like, it's festival season. We're doing the circuit. I know you're going to be debuting as well at 2000 Trees a little bit later.
Yeah.
Hopefully seeing you there as well, because I'm going to be there. So
Of course
hopefully
you're
I'll
gonna
see you
be
around.
there. Yeah.
But that's so cool too. So you're really ticking off so much things on the bucket
So
list.
many cool things.
What
yeah.
else is on the bucket list that you would love to hopefully achieve in the near future? Like, have you got anything that, as a band, you kind of go, right, this is what we're aiming for? Or do you just kind of let the moments take you and see where you end up?
Everybody's got to have a plan, right? Like
To some extent, I
to some
guess.
extent. Obviously, with this industry, you're going to take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But we'd love to. Sorry, I've got a cold. I've been really poorly
Oh,
this
are
week.
you kidding? Stay away from
That's
me.
not a goal, by the way.
It's not a goal. I'm over it now. It's just a little bit there.
Oh, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. But no, we'd love to get out and do Europe properly. I think that's one of the big things that we've yet to do.
Yeah.
And to be honest, just personally, like getting in the studio, like writing more albums / EP like tracks, kind of experimenting with our sound a bit more. I think.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I think for me, Green Man Festival would be amazing.
Oh,
Green Man, yeah.
yeah.
Definitely, just absolutely love the atmosphere of Green Man. And then I think
have you been before?
just as like
as a
yeah,
enjoying it.
Yeah, it was like my first ever festival.
Was it?
I haven't been to many festivals unless we've played.
Right.
I've been to Green Man and End of the Road, both. Would love to play both
yeah.
because they're very varied too. So I feel like there's like certain stages that we'd probably hopefully fit on, and then any sort of generic wish list, Glastonbury, obviously.
Yeah. That would be
excited.
a dream.
Yeah, Glasso. You guys go down so well at Glasso as
We're
well.
quite versatile, so we
You
can get away
are.
with playing like Download one week and maybe
Yeah.
I'm gonna cough again. I'm so
It's
sorry.
Maybe
okay.
Green Man the next.
Yeah.
Download the next.
Glastonbury
Sorry.
the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
God.
play them all. Maybe a
I've been
country
gabbing too
festival.
much. Yeah, maybe country.
No, but we've got to talk about like the music side of things because obviously I put Hex as the background of my theme song for today on Instagram.
Oh, you didn't.
I
did
did.
What you
I
like?
did. But I played 18 Crows as well, obviously on the show, as you know, Hannah. And yeah, what's going on like in terms of like new albums, more releases, like What's happening? What can you
So
tease?
we've been scrolled away with Max Hellier from You Me at 6
Ooh.
and the team down at Newman Studios,
So cool.
writing quite a few demos recently. So, and by demos, it's not like how we used to do demos where you just, plug into your sound card on GarageBand. It's like fully fleshed demos.
It's a whole
and we've got quite a few of them in the works at the minute, and going down
amazing.
to write some more as well. So honestly, just really trying to pack the summer out with getting new music recorded, demoed. Seeing what we can do in next year.
Oh,
a strong release plan next year. That's what we.
I feel like we've hibernated in like the wrong part of the year. I guess if we were in the southern hemisphere, so we're hibernating, we're in the studio, we're writing, odd festival, but we're mostly writing.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that part of being in a band as well? Because I know some people go, no, I like being out there on the road. The writing's boring or whatever, but
I love playing.
Where are you at?
I love playing live, but because I listen to so much music, I always have. Like I love the whole process of like watching a track come from like nothing into something. Like the journey on like 18 Crows, for example, was just an amazing experience, and like I love it. I find it also interesting, and like shooting the breeze, and like when someone does something really cool and it's like, right, record that. Like it's really magical, and I love being creative like that.
I think it's the experimental side as well when you're in the studio. I do like gigging too, but I think as well something that a lot of people talk about in the industry is obviously how physically hard touring can be as well. It's absolutely amazing meeting everyone though, and like seeing new like places, new venues. But I think sometimes it is just like looking after your physical and mental health when you're on the road as well.
It is, because I speak to a lot of bands about this, about the touring elements, and it's not as glamorous as so many people might think.
No.
And so how else do you keep yourself like motivated, busy, healthy, like on the road, like during like those times when it's you play for 2 hours, maybe max or something, and then you've got all this free time. What do you do?
Well, a lot of the time at the moment we're on the road because of just how we logistically do it. So we'd be like in the van. But there is BAPAM. I know a couple of the other members have used BAPAM. It's a charity that look after musicians, so it's definitely worth checking out if you're a creative practitioner. GP appointments, physio, and a lot of all these people as well have been like working in the industry. So you'll be talking to a doctor who's been like, for example, I was speaking to a doctor who works at festivals. BAPAM, BAPAM. British Association of Performing Arts and Music, I think it stands for.
That's so good to know.
So definitely check that out. And then on a personal level, I'm a yogiana. You see me stretching at any possible opportunity in bathrooms and on the floor.
She's a hippy dippy, aren't you, babe?
And then I'm like, everyone join in, and they're just like, I'm all right.
I've got hypermobility, man. I've got to be careful.
That is true.
I put my joints out of place.
Oh my gosh. We're not doing that for today's party trick, right?
That's how I ended up with that.
Oh,
that was from South by Southwest.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a liability.
Yeah.
So I think talking, that's my big thing. I'm a talker. I need to tell people how I feel if and that's what you've got to do. You've got to be a unit in a team on the road and know that everyone's got your back, and we've got a fantastic foundation of that in this band. So that keeps me above float. A bit above float, is that a thing? That keeps me above the water.
Keeps you floating.
Keeps me floating.
Just like kind of stood there, just floating and swimming. No, but I've got to ask you a couple of random questions as well, because we are at a festival.
Amazing.
I've been asking other bands that I've been talking to all weekend if they had a message for the next band I will talk to. So I'm going to tell you who it is, and you've got to think of a message to say to them. It can be anything. It can be creative, it can be silly, inspirational, anything you want. Straight into that camera to the next band.
Go on, Geep. This is a you thing.
Okay. Listen to your environment and see how it makes you feel.
That's good. Can you top that, Hannah? I don't know.
Oh God, now you're asking.
You ain't got to worry about it, because Kitty said earlier about like washing your arsehole or something. So you ain't got to worry.
Wait, any type of message?
Any type of message.
I'm the least witty member of this band. I'm always like there's tumbleweeds going through my mind. Wash your armpit.
Oh, I love that. It's great. Have you got a message for Venus Girls?
Just the one armpit though, sorry.
Just one armpit. Just one.
Leave the other one honking.
Have you got a message for your lovely followers, fan base?
Oh, well, anyone who caught us at Download, thank you so much. Lots more new music in the works, and hopefully catch you on the road this year.
Thank you.
And I've just got to say one more thing. Compliments to my favourite goth band, because the Scooby-Doo Hex Girls vibes are just like thriving in this band, and
Honestly,
I love it.
like the amount of Scooby-Doo VHS tapes I have from being like a late 90s child, albeit, but like I've got stacks and stacks of them, and the Hex Girls were always like my favourite thing on earth.
best.
And now I'm doing it in real life. So it's amazing.
Wait, favourite Scooby-Doo monster?
Oh, now that's something I need to think about. Right, have you seen Zombie Island?
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah. Like
Just
those two
like,
sisters, the
things.
werewolf sisters. Love them.
Perfect.
Love them.
Love it. Scooby-Doo Talk at Download Festival 2025 with the wonderful Venus Girls.
Thank you.